Hey everybody, Doomwake here, and welcome back to some more Duskmourn Pioneer content. Again, for people who have not seen previous videos, not exactly sure when this particular one's going to go out, but just to give a little bit of background, Magic Online and Daybreak has invited me to participate in their Creator Early Access program that happened this past Thursday, and they allowed a bunch of creators early access to Duskmourn cards, and we get to battle against some fellow content creators, and that is what you're going to be watching today. Shout out to Jaffer and Old Emo Dave for participating and being my playtest partners, and we got a really sweet one here for you today. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. It really does help out the channel. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of today's video. And with all of that out of the way, let us get into Kona Rescue Beastie. So, if you did not watch my Pioneer Top 10 for Duskmourn, you will not know that Kona was, in fact, in the top 10. I had Kona ranked pretty highly. And, you know, maybe I'm crazy because I definitely am crazy, but I have heard some people maybe feel not as high on this card as I am. It is a little all-in, and there's definitely a ton of different ways to build these types of decks, and this is kind of like the most all-in approach because I want to see how far we can push the boundaries on Kona. Now, what is Kona, you ask? Well, Kona is 4 mana for a 4/3. It has the survival mechanic, which says at the beginning of your second main phase, if it's tapped, you get a bonus, and in this case, you can put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Any permanent, no restrictions. Now, what are we trying to put into play? Ideally, Omniscience. Start casting spells for free. Now, you know when Omniscience is involved, bad things are happening. The other big thing we can put into play is Atraxa, which is not going to kill them the turn that you put Atraxa into play, but a lot of decks in Pioneer just can't beat Atraxa in the battlefield. It's a little bit difficult, especially because Atraxa can find you the pieces to then combo again next turn, and so on and so forth. So once we have Omniscience on the battlefield, we can start hardcasting Atraxas to find more combo pieces. Eventually, you can hardcast Atraxa, you can cash grab, if cash grab mills an Atraxa, you can reenact the Atraxa. You can basically go through your entire deck with Omniscience in play. What your end goal is enter the infinite, which is draw your whole library, put a card back, and then Thassa's Oracle, which pretty simple kill. It does take a little bit to find the enter, but again, with Omniscience, you can cast spells for free. You'll eventually find the enter the infinite. So with Kona, you need ways to tap it for free, because the power of Kona resides in the turn that you cast it. You have a way to tap it immediately to trigger it without having to pass the turn back to your opponent to then attack and do that. So the ways that we have to do that are Citanul Stalwart and Springleaf Drum. Both of these are 1 mana creature or artifacts that just say tap a creature, add a mana. In the case of Stalwart, you can tap artifacts as well, so you can tap Springleaf Drum and uncrewed Smuggler's Copter. Smuggler's Copter, another way to tap Kona, where if you have a Copter in play, you play the Kona, tap the Kona to the Copter, maybe attack, maybe don't, and then second main phase, you have the Kona tapped to trigger it. Another nice thing about Smuggler's Copter, alongside Rona, Herald of Invasion, which is 1/3 looter, these are free ways to discard cards. Now, when it comes to Kona, I think you need a little bit of... You can't just rely on only Kona as your only way to cast big stuff or put big stuff into play. You need a little bit of extra, at least I think so. And I'm choosing to go with Reenact the Crime, because again, I already want to play Smuggler's Copter to tap the Kona, and Copter lets you loot for free. So if you say, crew Copter with either a Stalwart or a Rona, you attack with Copter, you discard Omniscience or Atraxa, you can then reenact the crime, that Omniscience or the Atraxa. So it gives you more ways to cast the big, so you're not just reliant on Kona. And then really the only other spell we have in the deck here is Cash Grab, which is pretty cool because it's a way to find Kona. It also finds the way to tap Kona, and if you already have the Omniscience in play, it finds you stuff to keep going. It finds the Atraxa or what have you. So it is, and it also finds Omniscience. If you have Kona, you can pick up Omniscience off Cash Grab. So it really finds every combo piece, and it also finds the enabler. So I think it's worth playing, but this is probably the weakest card in the deck. Now, as far as the mana base is concerned, nothing too crazy. Some dual lands, pathways, botanical sanctums, breeding pools, whatever. I will mention the DFCs. There's 5 of them. So, which honestly, there maybe even should be more. There's 1 Bala Ged Recovery, just in case you mill that Thassa's Oracle to cash grab. And then the important ones here are 2 Seagate Restoration and 2 Turntimber Symbiosis. Now, with Omniscience, you can't just put Omniscience into play and the game's over. You need something else. So having access to these big, powerful spells in your mana base that also just happen to be very good to cast for free off Omniscience, because Seagate draws a bunch of cards, Turntimber can find Atraxa to let you keep going, so on and so forth. So I think it is important to have some number of these DFCs in the mana base to help when you eventually get Omniscience into play. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck tech. Like I said, I will give a little bit of spoiler. The deck performed better than I expected in the video. So, maybe it's a little bit too early to tell, but I really do think there is something here with this Kona. I don't know if this is the right list, but I would be very shocked if there was not something extremely powerful, an extremely powerful shell out there in the Pioneer format with Kona. And with all of that said, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. All right, play first. Well, this hand has a Kona and a way to tap it, so I guess, right? Now, we need to find a payoff for the Kona, but, we'll figure it out. I don't know if there's like a special name for the line of Red Bulls, but what about Kona in Greasefang? Could be something. Definitely could be something. All right. I deploy the drums. The drums have been deployed. We are making a percussion over here. Percussion band. So many drums. Yeah, I guess Kona's kind of cool in Greasefang because you can just put Parhelion directly into play. As like a sideboard plant. It's like a juke against Graveyard Hate. That could be kind of cool. I'm going to save the Restoration. Gifted Aetherborn. Okay. Doing some devotion stuff over there. I mean, look, we need to find a payoff, but we'll find a payoff, right? All right, I'm going to pass priority. Okay, here's this. Your turn. I pass. Omniscience, go. No big deal. Omniscience, go. Now, the good news about this is we have plenty of time to find a payoff. It's not like black can kill enchantments anyways. All right. 07's for the Kona. Kona has been... what does this card do again? Oh, I can reenact it back. When it enters, target creature an opponent controls get -3/-3. Creatures your opponents control can be the targets of spells and abilities as though they didn't have hexproof. Okay. I'm actually not going to reenact because if I can find Cash Grab can mill over Seagate Restoration, and then I can reenact the Seagate Restoration. I mean, they're not going to main deck that card, Patrick, I do know that card exists, but they wouldn't main deck that. All right, George. This is E-Philly's Invitational card. Okay, there's the Cash Grab. I'm going to grab my cash. Oh, well, that's nice. I like that. I'm going to cast that one. I'm going to take just sorcery because I'm a Chad. Don't Bowmaster me, please. I'll put a forest on top. Let's go ahead and... actually, I think I'll do this one more time just to make sure. All right. I guess I'll cast this. Put that on top. You can also reenact on me now. Yeah, I guess I could, right? Alright, I don't have a sideboard. Well, so this hand can draw either Kona with the Stalwart or a Looter with the Reenact. So I think it's good enough. Like, it doesn't directly have a way to do the thing, but it has enough live draws, I think. So I think Stalwart is better than Caretaker because Stalwart can tap artifacts. So you can tap Drum or Copter to Stalwart, as opposed to Caretaker only being able to tap creatures. But I did think about the Caretaker. Alright, plan B. Plan B, engage. Okay, they're passing. Yeah, that's true. You can't attack with Caretaker. Well, I mean, you can attack with it, but... Oh no, it literally has Defender. You can't attack with it. Even if you wanted to, you couldn't. Caretaker's good with the Assault Formation sideboard plan. 3 mana. What are they doing for 3 mana? 3 black mana. Rude. Well, now I can't tap my Kona if I draw it. This is one of the hands of all time. Just you wait till we draw Rona. If we draw Rona, we are cooking. Assuming they can't kill the Rona, which they probably can. Alright, 2-3. Clock established. I mean, I'm just saying, eventually I will find a way to discard a card. One of these days. One of these days. You know, it'd be awesome if they played like Liliana of the Veil and upticked. That would be nice. Oh wait, I could have just went to discard, right? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I should have just went to discard. Oh no, it doesn't work, right? Because if you go to discard, you don't get priority in your end phase. Yeah, that doesn't work. Because if you go to cleanup step, you discard for turn, or you discard to hand size, but you... Oh. Dave is unaware. Dave lacks critical information. Or he just has a cling to dust. It appears that our friend Dave may lack the critical information. I cast Omniscience. I put Omniscience on the stack. Alright, untap. How about that one? That one good? We good with that? Sorcery, artifact, creature, instant, land. Done. Do this first. Cast this. Sorcery, land, enchantment, creature, done. I'll draw my entire library. I'll put a breeding pool on top. I will... Where's my Oracle? Am I blind? Hello? There it is. Alright, cast Thassa's Oracle. Alright, well, that was nice. So, you know. So, Liliana uptick? Resolves. Alright, Kona time. Kona time. This hand's good. This hand is very good, holy shit. We go turn 1 Stalwart, probably turn 2 Cash Grab. Can you imagine if this card was Malevolent Rumble, and you could go turn 1 Stalwart, turn 2 Rumble, turn 3 Kona? Like, maybe that's a thing you could even do in Modern. Oh, that's true. Yeah, if I draw a land, I could just go Stalwart into Copter. Rude. Alright, Kona's gone. He knows about the Kona now. Now he knows. You could play Rumble. You could play Copter turn 2 if it was Rumble. Well, you could do that anyways, right? Because the Stalwart can tap the Copter. So what we could have done was go land Copter, right? And then turn 3, if we drew another land, we could go land 3, tap the Stalwart and the Copter for 1 mana, 3 lands, play Kona, and then after playing the Kona, use the Kona to crew the Copter, and then post-combat do this, and then they would die. I mean, it's the high upside line. I also don't want to play this as a land, because I want to cast it to get back the Kona. Like, my plan was, I was going to play the Copter on 2, and then go, if I draw a land, then recovery back the thing, which, I think I'm just going to do this and hold up the Kona, hold up the cash grab. Actually, hold on. I should play the Stalwart, right? Yeah. And then just pass. Then we can go cash grab end of turn, and then next turn we can Bala Ged the Kona back. Do I want a Rona or a land? I think I just want the land, right? And then we can go Bala Ged back Kona. Might as well attack. It's kind of free. And now we need to find a land next turn. Right? Yeah, we need to find a land next turn. Because if we use the Stalwart, if we tap the Stalwart to play the Kona, we don't have a Stalwart untapped. Caves of Koilos. Dave's got 2 cards in hand. What is Dave working with over there? What do you got, Dave? I don't like that. Although, he's not getting any spells out of it. He discarded right. Okay. So, no cards in hand. So, if we draw land, we can slam the Omniscience. Alright, give me a land. Land my ass, please. Okay. I mean, it's not a land, but it effectively works for next turn if they brick. No kill, no kill, no kill, no kill. Thank you. Alright, I will deploy a second Omniscience, just in case they have a way to kill the first one. Because if they're playing Caves of Koilos, they might have, like, Vanishing Verse or something. And then if we miss on a payoff, we can use the Copter to loot. We definitely did not miss on a payoff. Okay, never mind. We kind of did. 4/6 Rona, by the way. I mean, I could just flip the Rona, right? We can also just go beatdowns. Like, they're just dead next turn. Okay, well, maybe they're dead this turn. As it turns out, they may not get another turn. No, I want to cast the Atraxa. Because I get to untap the Rona. It's good deck building. Creature, instant, sorcery, artifact, land. Done. No, come back! I still don't have a sideboard. Okay. This hand needs a little too much help. I'm going to throw that back. Okay, this is good. We can cash grab into Kona. Put back second Copter, probably. Although, what if I put back Drum? I think I'd rather do that. And keep both Copters, I think. Although now, if they have a discard spell, they can just take the Stalwart. Alright, song request for Berkeley in the queue. Mi corazón. Life ain't good enough. What does he take here? Probably cash grab. You did ask me how hard. It's kind of a sus thing for you to ask me, to be honest. Let's just play this as a land, I think. Give me your heart, make it real. I don't know what they're playing, Siliga. I think they're just doing... Okay, they might be doing Greasefang stuff. They also could just be some sort of, like, Orzhov mid-range deck. Because we haven't really seen any self-mill for Greasefang. Debating on cash grab versus Copter. I guess I'll cash grab first. Although, Copter is slightly better if we draw a creature next turn. We could also have Coptered that turn, and then next turn cash grab into Stalwart. Maybe that was better. Oh, that's true. They did show us the reanimation spell last game, right? What's that card called? The Right of the Moth, I think it is. The new Unburial Rites. They did show us that card last game. Too bad I suit your mood. Alright, Kona me. So now we play Copter and hope that we draw a land next turn. I think. Get from you. Probably holding up a removal spell, right? I mean, if I draw a land, I'm going for it. I'm not going to not go for it. We didn't come here to not go for it. Okay, looks like the Kona is dying. No! Not like this. Don't really need second Copter, I guess. I'm also wondering if maybe, like, we should have some black and or white sources in the mana base to hardcast the Atraxa. What do you think about that? You'd probably have to put too many black or white sources to be able to cast the Atraxa, that it's just not worth it. Like, I don't know what the appropriate number would be. Okay, let's get back Rona. Then we can go play Rona, smack with the Copter. Wait, do we have to play defense? We might have to play defense here. Yeah, we're just like, they have the Hive too. Yeah, we have to play defense. Triumphs and Leyline Binding. I feel like that's too deep, no? Do you not have Drum and Stalwart for that? That's a good point. Yeah, you do have Drum and Stalwart to get the black and white mana. But you need to, what, have two of those? Because you need a black and a white. So you would need at least two copies of those, which maybe that's fine. Yeah, the first deck that Dave played today was Boggles, and I will say the Boggles deck did look pretty impressive when he played it. We haven't played it ourselves yet, but when we played against it, it looked very good. That new the new O-Ring is completely insane. That card is so good. Okay, I'm dead to a removal spell by doing it this way, but I need a loot. Give me the loot! I mean, I guess we discard Atraxa, right? Which O-ring? Sheltered by Ghosts. Never didn't not have it, okay? Never did not have it. What a gamer. I am a gamer. Hey, I could have also drawn Reenact the Crime, okay? I had multiple outs. I could have drawn Reenact the Crime. Alright, 2-0 with Kona. Streamer, why Oracle over format of Jace? Because Oracle is better to cast early, right? This is the greatest one-lander I've ever seen in my life. This is not the greatest one-lander I've ever seen in my life. I should have kept that first hand. No, you don't have to OTK. Like, you don't need to play the Thassa's Oracle to Enter the Infinite. It's just, I just kind of wanted to, just to like make sure to get the game over with. Okay, this hand's good. I think I am putting back this and this. I think I like that. 2-0 so far, Nucleotide. Now, I mean, you know, small sample size, but it has felt pretty good. What? Chat, I'm scared. I am very, very scared. I do not know what to think of this. Dwarf has been named. All right. Every creature in their deck is now officially a dwarf. Officially, unofficially. Oh, Moto's dying. Wait, is Moto dying or is my computer dying? I can't tell. Could be both. What are they cooking? Moto is like actually dying right now. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, one on dwarf, one on elf. Why is Magic Online all of a sudden just like really struggling? Okay, Kona's nice. The stream looks fine, right? The stream's not like lagging or anything. I think it's just Magic Online. It is like kind of struggling. Yeah, we're just gonna do a little bit of this. Okay, here we go. And nope, still lagging. Still lagging. I hit OK and it's like 3 seconds later it comes back to me. All right, what do we hit? So we need a land. Land meat. Missed 1 damage. I did miss 1 damage, that is correct. I don't know why I'm lagging so bad. Hello? It's the Dwelf. Maybe it's Leyline of Transformation. Wait, so maybe the reason that I'm lagging so much is because, like, Magic Online just cannot handle their creatures all being dwarves and elves. They just can't handle it. Thoughts on a green-black version with Kona and Beseech the Mirror? Could be your extra copies of Kona or your payoff. The thing is, I really do like Rona specifically, because Rona pairs so nicely with Reenact the Crime. But I guess if you're cutting Reenact the Crime for Beseech the Mirror as extra copies of Kona, you don't need the looters as much. And then I guess black would also let you play Thoughtseize Fatal Push, which would certainly shore up the aggressive matchups, right? It's not a bad idea. I'm sorry, what? If you would create 1 or more treasure tokens, instead create those tokens plus an additional treasure token. Elemental Dwarf Elf. Alright, Zorn has resolved. Zorn has resolved. I repeat, Zorn has resolved. Alright, give me a land, please. Can I please have a land? Thank you. Alright, Kona has hit the stack. It's just like, all of a sudden, it's just started happening, and I don't know why. How do I sub to your opponent? Dave, I believe Dave makes a lot of YouTube content. think it's fine. It looks fine to me. Alright. You're DDoSing my connection to MTGO? Yeah, see, you guys can tell the client is lagging, right? It's not just me. Okay. No, there's no drop frames. Bitrate seems stable. Everything's fine. I'm staring at Streamlabs, so it looks fine to me. Okay. Sorcery, instant, artifact, creature, land. Done. And then I guess we have to go here to try and hit another Atraxa in order to keep going, because otherwise we kind of teetered off a little bit. All right, well, Atraxa. We need to hit an Enter the Infinite off of the Atraxa. Keep this. New Leyline causes the whole client to freeze. Honestly, it might. Okay, we can keep going. Creature, instant, enchantment, land. Done. Yeah, we can also crime Atraxa if we miss. That's a good point. Are you lagging? Because I am badly. Yeah, see your question. I'm trying to play it and see your question. How do you feel about the horror crossovers with Chucky? I don't feel about those. I don't really have an opinion on that. I'm sure that, you know, if people enjoy that stuff, then they enjoy that stuff. I'm indifferent though. Done. Oh, okay. Yeah, Dave is also lagging. Yeah, Dave said he's also badly lagging. I wonder if it is the ley lines. It might actually be. Yeah, I think it might be these ley lines. It's the Dwelves. The Dwelves have broken the client. Dave said he conceded like 30 seconds ago. It just hasn't even registered the concession. Oh, this is bad. It has to be the ley lines, right? It has to be the ley lines. What? What? Okay, he has challenged me. But wait, is it with the leyline again? Alright, we are gonna try this again. Okay, everything is fine. There's no lag here. Everything is good. No lag. We're good. Now, as soon as he puts a leyline onto the battlefield, let's see what happens. Oh, wait, there's no leyline. Well, now we're not gonna lag. At least we'll know it's the ley lines, right? Because there's no lag here. It's almost like we knew that was going to happen. New Duskmourn combo, one shot in multiple formats. I love the titles for that. Yeah, looks cool. All right, let's go here. We have a Jasper, a Sentinel, huh? All right, give me a Stalwart. You can hold up Cash Grab. Jasper, a Sentinel. Rescue me. Okay, Citanul Stalwart. Oh, so this is what he's doing with the ley lines. He's making all of his creatures dwarfs, and then using Jasper, Sentinel, and Citanul Stalwart to tap them, because now they're all dwarfs. I see. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I like it. Yes, this is Pioneer Max. Cash Grab. Okay, unfortunately we did not hit Kona. I think there's a reasonable chance I hardcast Turntimber Symbiosis this game, so let's do that. Let's at least play towards that, maybe. We have the Citanul Stalwart mirror match. Welcome to Pioneer in 2024, folks. If you're not playing Citanul Stalwart, you're doing it wrong. Alert Vintage Cube players. Tamiyo Collector of Tales has been swapped with Kinnan Bonder Prodigy due to an issue with Tamiyo. Well, that makes Time Walk a lot worse. Nah, Precept Titania is not lethal in this. Is not legal in this format. I wish it was, because then you could go Leyline of Transformation name Elf. Yeah, okay. So they're just like putting a bunch of tokens into play. Leyline of Transformation to make all of them dwarfs, and then Magda to make a bunch of treasures. That's kind of cool. I like it. I like the spirit. Call this Dwelfs. Alright, give me a Kona, please. That is not a Kona. We have 6 mana here. So if we find a land next turn, we can cast Symbiosis. And then Symbiosis can try and hit Kona. Alright, song request for Tim in the queue. Oh god. No, here we go again. Oh no, now we're going to be lagging. Not like this. We were doing so good. Dave, we were doing so good. Why did he tap? Oh, because he needed double blue. I see. But now he can just... Wait, why didn't he attack? I guess he didn't want to trade. I guess I'll play this now. Yeah, the lag's coming back. So it turns out the lag isn't as bad when there's only one Leyline, but it was especially bad when he had 2 of them. Lag line. What really is a dwarf elf? It's a dwelf. Please get it right. The appropriate creature type is dwelf. Please. Oh no. We already know what's going to happen, Dave. Come on. It's like the Walter White meme. It's like, Dave, no, don't cast the second Leyline. No, don't do it. Don't cast the second Leyline. Now it's a Dwagon. It is literally a Dwagon. Wait, it's actually a Dwagon. Oh yeah, now the client's dead. Is this the win condition? Wait, so if you draft... Hold on, if you just draft 2 Leyline of Transformations, you just go infinite? Yeah, I guess that's true, charging for it. That is a good point. Maybe the game will be less insulted with dwarves and dragons. With dwagons. Well, we're gonna find out, because I'm gonna try and do the scan. Alright, I'm curious to see if it's gonna happen. Alright, the question is, will the game restart when I put Enter the Infinite on the stack? I think it will. Hold. Hold. Chat, hold. Hold. Pause champ. Pause champ. Chat, I don't see you holding. Oh, he conceded. Okay. There was a little bit of concession lag. There's a little bit of concession lag. Yeah, not as laggy. The third Leyline will fix it again. Yeah, just wait till you see the third Leyline. Okay. We can cook with this. Cash Grab can find either a Looter or a Kona. We got the Drum to tap. Seems like a fine hand. Elf. Alright, drum me. Drum me. This is Pioneer Hobby. Although you wouldn't notice it by how broken this deck is. You would think this is timeless. I honestly don't know, Scouter. I have no idea. I know what you're asking, but I don't know the answer. What's the wording on it? Does it say if you control another mountain? Well, I guess it wouldn't because it's not a mountain itself, right? I would say it comes into play tapped, I think. Because like at the time of you playing the land, you don't have the mountain in play. So I would imagine it comes into play tapped, would be my guess. Because it's not seeing itself. That would be how I assume it would work. Interesting. We could, maybe still have to. I guess this is fine, right? I can go pick up Kona. Next turn, Recovery the Omniscience, right? And then next turn go... I guess if I go land for Kona, tap it, I don't have a payoff for Omniscience. So we need to find a land so we can keep the Symbiosis, or just find like an Atraxa. Okay, Chariot coming in. Chariot coming in. Got to know. Replacement effects like that often can look ahead, but it only gets to look at the board state before it exists. Right, yeah. Yeah, it's like it doesn't know. It's almost like it can't predict the future. Like it can't see. Yeah. Basically, it's only looking at the lands you already have in play prior to playing that land, I think is maybe the way to put it. I don't know if that's the best way to explain it, but... Okay, so now we can go Kona. They could have a removal spell for Kona. Too much, too little, too late. It looks like they do. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Could die this game. The game is definitely more palatable when there's no Leyline of transformation in play. It isn't a mountain until it's entered, and then it's too late. Right, exactly. It's too much for me to think. What? No attacks from Dave. Dave's got big plans. Got big plans for those tokens. Well, I will deploy a Smuggler's Copter. Which, to be fair, is not a bad draw. Maybe I should have held this. But if we can find a way to crew the Copter next turn, we can maybe, like, loot with the Copter, discard the Omniscience, reenact the Omniscience back. I guess it specifically has to be a Stalwart, because it's got to be a 1-mana creature. We need the mana left over to be able to cast the Reenact. Big damage. Big damage coming in. I'm at 6 life. Alright, big draw step. Give me a Stalwart, or I guess a Kona's not even good enough now. That is neither of those. Alright, game 3. Game tree. This hand doesn't really do anything. Okay, this hand can do stuff. I'm gonna put back a land. It's a little greedy, but I want to keep both Copters. We have not played Boggles yet. Oh no. Dave, you didn't learn your lesson? Come on. No. Dave, no, not the second Leyline. Make up Dwagons? No, they're going Dwelfs. Oh no. No. Alright, I tap for green mana. 30 seconds later. Yeah, okay. I think we have sufficiently located the source of the bug. The Magic Online cannot handle Dwelfs. It cannot compute the necessary, like, the composition of Dwelfs. It's too much. And I don't blame them, you know? Don't make me do it. Can I just concede? Dave, can I concede? Alright, go. Your turn. Oh no. Should have attacked. -1 damage. It's the freest damage of all time. As it turns out, I think we have located the source of the source of the problem. I can even see in the chat log, it's like he plays the land, and then it takes a good 5 seconds before it to register it on the battlefield. Yeah, this is bad. Okay, cash grab. We need to find a land for Kona. Well, this is awkward because we need a land and we also need a payoff for Kona. So which one is more important? Probably the payoff, because we have more lands in our deck. I don't know. I'm going to take Omniscience. I don't know if that's right, but take the Omniscience. Checked with a judge. Arena will enter untapped. Even if it's... So if you have no other lands? That seems so weird to me. Is it the same with like, check lands? So, like, if I have Leyline of the Guild Pact and a check land, is it the same thing? I would imagine, right? I think they're worded the same. What's the question? So the question came up earlier. If I have a Leyline of a Guild Pact on the battlefield, and my first land of the game is Arena of Glory, does it enter untapped or tapped? That enters tapped. Well, Holopolic is saying they just checked with the judge, and the judge said that it entered untapped. So who's wrong? Somebody's wrong. You can't both be right. Since the Leyline is already in play, the replacement effect can apply to the land. I don't know, though. Because I would assume that it only would count the lands after it, but maybe that's not true. Judge ruled it enters untapped at an RCQ I went to. Okay, so we have 2 judges saying it untaps now. I'm not sure. I've never actually had it come up before, so I don't know the answer. It enters... Wait, did he just whiff on the cocoa? At an event, follow the ruling of the head judge, but it definitely should enter tapped. Yeah, we have a lot of conflicting statements here. I have no idea. I do not know the answer to the question. Dave, I humbly request that we do not play any more Leyline decks. I humbly request. Lad, Gadgets, Torrential, Red Dragon, Honest, Chimera Tech Fortress. I'll probably get all those. Alright, I crew my Copter. I would like to proceed to the second main phase. Oh god. Dude, the client just can't handle it. The client just cannot handle it. Young Dingo. What's going on, folks? Welcome to the stream. Well, thank you for the raid, Dingo. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, everybody, from Dingo's stream. The man who plays jeans. We are trying... we're doing some early access Pioneer content for Duskmourn. Old emo Dave has graciously graciously accepted being our testing partner. And we have encountered an issue where if you have 2 Leyline of transformations on the battlefield, neither player can take any game actions because the client, as you can see, is just filled with a lot of lag. So, yeah, this is bad. This is just really bad. Leylines off limits, all right? Dave, if you're listening, no more Leylines. I yield. Please, no more Leylines. He said, please have it end this. There's only one way to end this, Dave. Well, we're trying out a Kona Omniscience brew, trying to put Omniscience into play off of Kona. It's been pretty good. We're 2-0 so far. This is the 3rd match. Any Prime gamers in the chat? Burning to find you. All right, please give me an Atraxa. End this misery. Will we end the misery? Thank you. Please. Dave, make it stop. Dave, make it stop. Oh, man. What are the decks I have planned for today? I'll show you some of them after. This is only the 2nd deck we've played today so far, but I'll show you some more after this. Instant, sorcery, enchantment, artifact, creature, land. Done. And then we want to go, I guess, here to try and find 2nd Atraxa. Okay, bricked on that. We can go cash grab to mill some stuff over. Keep this Kona. Cash grab. We're trying to find an Enter the Infinite. That might be good enough. Because now we can go Reenact the Crime on Seagate Restoration. And that'll draw, what, 6 more cards? We are trying to end the game with Enter the Infinite and Thassa Oracle. So eventually we'll get there. We'll be able to find it at this point. We'll be able to find it at this point, right? Surely I will be able to find my Enter the Infinite and Thassa Oracle, right? Dave, make it stop. Please make it stop, Dave. I don't want to be here anymore. We go again, I guess, right? All right, instant, artifact, creature, land. I can Otawara by Atraxa. You know, that's cooler, so I'm going to do that instead. That's more fun, right? Did I not take the Otawara? I thought I did. Oh, I definitely did. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's discounted by 2, right? Because I have 2 legends. Where is the Enter the Infinite? I'm gonna find it at some point, Dave. I promise you. I'm gonna find it. All right, I choose Enter the Infinite. I cast Enter the Infinite. Now the question is, will the client restart the game again? Dave, come on. Oh my god. Oh wait, it didn't crash. Hold on. We're good. Hold, please. I cast my Thassa's Oracle. Dave said, F these ley lines. Whilst F6, I bought out Enter the Infinite. It's a good call. Good call, Dave. All right, we did it. We did it. We have successfully exited Leyline hell. 3-0 with this deck, not too bad. I think there's a lot of stuff, a lot of potential with this Kona deck. where you have like Reenact the Crime as an additional way to cheat big things into play with like Kona, because Reenact the Crime can just cast Omniscience or Atraxa, and that's good enough. You have a lot of ways to self-mill, cash grab, find your combo pieces. Copter is a way to tap Kona, and a free looter for Reenact the Crime, so a lot of cool stuff going on here. I think that some of the numbers need to be tweaked a little bit, but definitely the first version showed a lot of promise for sure.